What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Sullivan Project Podcast. I'm your host, Harold Sullivan, and we got another short, special episode on being psychic. And if you enjoy this, and or if you want to be part of the show, please email hs19782015 at outlook.com, and you can call the show, the Sullivan Project Podcast, 724-513-1472. And Sullivan Project Podcast on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. If you want to be on the show or comment, uh, or say anything, get a message out, like, share, all that. We appreciate all that stuff. Follow, subscribe on YouTube. Thank you for that. So we're gonna do a short thing here. First of all, a little about me. I lost my sight 4.5 years ago or so, almost five now. I was born with an autoimmune disease. I wasn't supposed to make it. I'm 47 now. I'm a shorter and statured person, and I've been in a power wheelchair since I was about 9, 10. Can't really move a lot. I've been close to death almost 40 times, and I know over 40 people are close to that have died. And we all got a story. You can't judge a book by its cover. That's what the podcast is about. And I've been sensitive towards stuff my whole life, just didn't realize that I was, or that things were different for me. We all have this stuff. Like I said before, it's like a muscle. Uh, you just got to strengthen it if it's not, the where you want it to be. And the pineal glands in the forehead, the third eye, they call it. It's a thing. Close your eyes and imagine stuff. Some people can't, but some people, most can. And that's your third eye when you can picture stuff. I just closed my eyes and did it for y'all. Some people dream only in black and white. I didn't know that. I don't remember dreaming in black and white ever. So to me, that would be something different. It would stand out and tell me something because we're going to talk about dreams as well. There's a lot of stuff in dreams. They believe that when we go to sleep, or a lot of people believe when we go to sleep, that's the reality. And I kind of feel that way too because you're more free. This right here is like being stuck literally in the matrix. We're in this vessel, but we're limited to what this can do here. So yeah, I've always had that stuff, and then just the more things I went through, and I grew up in a traumatic family as I was younger, so that all went to it, and then being close to death, surgeries, all that, and then losing my sight finally. I just all this stuff hit, so things can, if you're psychic or whatever, or we're all psychic, but if you have these extra gifts or think you do, then you do. We all do, and you don't have to mess with them if you don't want to, but they're given to you to help you navigate and maybe help others if you can and you want to. So, and if you're getting scary stuff, then you might want to talk to someone about it. But if it's just saying, if you're getting stuff that's just kind of just helping you, we're going to talk about breadcrumbs as well. Well, I might as well say that now. Breadcrumbs. These are things. It's a term I gave. These are little things that help you, and you'll notice throughout the day or whenever, and it lets you know you're right where you're supposed to be. Whether it's you can't think of something and you hear a song and then there's a word or lyric that gives you the answer, or someone tells you something that you needed to hear at just the right time. These are just things that you have, and there's even things you leave for yourself if you believe in reincarnation. There's like little messages, little things that you'll find, or little at the right moment. Maybe you lost something and then you find it. There's just things that will happen. Even dreaming of something ahead of time, okay, or deja vu. That's because you've been here before, or you've replayed this thing, or you've been here on a different level and you're giving yourself help. So that's what deja vu is when you feel like you've actually done something. It's very complex, so I'm just going to talk about these things a little bit right here. Uh, Believe in yourself, trust yourself is number one. And there's a book called Afterlife Frequency. So in the book, he explains recognized, accept, feel, trust, raft. So you got to recognize things, accept, and feel and trust yourself because you're a human lie detector. As soon as somebody says something, you know what's up. As soon as someone comes in the room, you know what's up. Go with your first thing. Don't take a second. Just like when someone answers you, if they take a second to pause, usually they're lying. If they answer right away and they just like to talk, they don't pause and they're not making up a story. You know, if people say the same things over and over, usually they're telling the truth because they'll forget. Their story sticks in their mind so much that they'll tell you that story for years, and it's true to them. So these are little clues, and you have all this stuff in you that can help you get by without being deceived. Now we're deceived because of all kinds of stuff that's happened, or a lot of stuff, and we don't, or we're taught that we don't know better, or how did you know that, or you know what I mean. We can't. How are you going to explain? But now you can just say, you know what, I know what's best for me. I had a feeling. How many times have you said I had a feeling, or I knew that was going to happen? That's because phone ringing. You know what I mean? You know who's on the other end, right? A lot of times you'll think of someone and then they just show up, or you'll find out something that happened. You know. Computer, what are my stickies?
I found 74
This is how I
notes.
take notes.
My story dreams power of spoken word vampires, energy breathing breadcrumbs.
Computer,
No
stop.
stop.
Breathing is another thing I want to talk about. I learned exercise on my own because I have anxiety and stuff, and this will help kind of meditate or just to calm down if you need a moment. We're supposed to breathe through our nose, not our mouth, anyway. That's where the term mouth breather comes in. So I think animals do, and not us, and I don't know why. We used to a long time ago, and that's why with the problems with the teeth and jaws and all that are sleep apnea. Breathe through your nose when you can, and breathe in slowly and out slowly, and just do that. It'll calm you. Okay, we only have so many breaths, so use them wisely, and that's a fact. Okay, vampires. Let's talk about that. That's a real thing, but it's energy. Okay, we're all vampires. Some people use it for bad, and the ego's involved. You have to let the ego go. We all exchange energy, good and bad, back and forth every day. When you touch someone, you talk to them. When you eat food, just in the air, smell, like through the nose, hormone. It's all energy exchange. Some people use that to their advantage. Some people are wicked. Some people just make you feel bad because they drain your energy. Even if they're not doing it on purpose, they do it and they feel good, but then you feel bad. And those people are usually the ones that start crap, or they get you a certain way, and what you would call negative. The other people would have a love exchange, positive, positive. So this is the thing, power of spoken word. Check that out. It's a book about energy and how you talk about things. It comes into, or actually that's law of attraction. Is that book? Power of spoken word is about words, and it starts off with words. Speak the word, use the energy, and then that's creation. Okay, it's not like on a God level, but we are creating. You have to think of the thought and then act on it, and then you're building it. You're creating it from nothing but a thought. Think about that. And you wouldn't think about it if you couldn't do it. So at some point you've done it, or you're going to do it. Even if you don't do it now, you'll learn. There's a lesson. Angel radio is something else. So everybody gets the ringing in the ear, or just bells. Sometimes you would think you hear church music, or even someone whispering, or your name. Listen for these things, okay? I've had these things before too, and I've even asked for the church music and got it, and it was crazy. But sometimes we think these are downloads. These are things that are coming into your mind, and later on, your body will have processed it. But it's a humming or a buzz, or it just one ear might shut off, and you don't hear nothing for a while. And it's not medical conditions. Sometimes it is, but that's how they explain everything. They're not going to tell you metaphysical or angel radio. So, computer, what are my stickies?
I found 74 notes. My story dreams power of spoken word vampires, energy breathing breadcrumbs. No stop taking ahead of time, lie detector, trust yourself, build muscle, deja vu, angel radio.
Computer,
Texas
stop. And yeah, you know stuff ahead of time all the time because it builds the muscles. Work on it. Get books. If you can't see, get audio books, or if you like audio books, get a podcast. TV shows that have to do with it. Every time you do stuff or you practice it, you will get stronger. I guarantee you'll start noticing more stuff. You'll feel better because your body will tell you what to do, and you'll listen. Just the littlest things all day. It'll be like GPS almost. And I appreciate y'all, and I love y'all, and I hope that somebody's helped a little bit. Be the light. Love is a choice, and so is to hate.